Good morning, everyone. I'm Armando Espinosa, Houston Realtor. Today is February 4th, 2026, and this is your Houston Pulse Market Minute. Everything you're about to hear comes from trusted local reporting, hard data, and primary Houston sources, not hot takes, not social media noise. Let's start with the rentals because this data comes from the people who literally track every lease in this city. Here's a sentence you didn't hear enough last year. Houston's rental market didn't break, it stabilized, and that changes how families should think about buying. This information comes directly from the Houston Association of Realtors, specifically their December and full year 2025 rental market update published through HAR's official newsroom. The report includes commentary from Teresa Hill, chair of the Houston Association of Realtors, affiliated with the real estate company in Houston, Texas. Here are the hard numbers. Single family rental leases rose 9.4% year over year. A total of 47,292 single family homes were leased in 2025, up from 44,551 the year before. New rental listings jumped up 21.2%. Average lease price dipped slightly to $2,245, marking 6 straight months of flat pricings. Translation: more supply, steady demand, zero rent panic. Now, here's the quiet but important stat. HER reported days on market increased to 48 days, the longest since February 2019. That's pre pandemic territory. For families, that means this isn't a landlord dominant market anymore. It's a choice based market. And when renters get breathing room, buyers stop rushing. That's usually when better decisions happen. And if you're thinking, okay, what does this actually mean for us? I help families buy, sell, and relocate across the Houston area by turning reports like this into clear, simple decisions, not stress and guesswork. Most of my clients are busy professionals with kids, calendars, and zero interest in decoding housing data at night. My job is clarity, not pressure. And back to the numbers. So now let's talk about where buyers are actually showing up because this data comes from transactions, not opinions. This comes from the Houston Association of Realtors, HAR, Hottest Communities in the Houston Area Report, released January 27th, 2026, and published on HAR.com. HAR analyzed 200 plus market areas across greater Houston and compared sales to the same quarter the year before. Here's what they found. Brookshire ranked number one with a 198.7% increase in home sales. Waller followed with sales up to 103%. Crosby posted an 82.7% increase. Galveston's West End saw sales up 50%. That's surprising on the island. In Brookshire alone, 93% of transactions were new construction with an average home price of $304,980, down more than 11% year over year. Six of the top performing communities had average prices below Houston's metro average of $425,535 and median prices below $335,000. HAR Chair Teresa Hill summed it up well. Buyers are responding to opportunity. Translation: families are buying where math still works, not chasing hype, not stretching monthly payments, just buying intentionally. This is usually where families ask me one honest question. Are we late or are we just early somewhere else? That's what I help answer by using the same data builders, lenders, and professionals are watching. Houston isn't one market, it's dozens, and clarity beats speed every time. Now let's talk about something that doesn't sound like housing, but absolutely influences relocation decisions. This reporting comes from Rice University News and Media Relations, written by Kat Cosley Trigg, a multimedia journalist at Rice University. We're talking Texas school vouchers. Starting February 4th, Texas opens applications for its new education savings account voucher programs. Rice University experts from the Kinder Institute for Urban Research explain how this could affect families, schools, and communities. Here's the housing angle. Eligible families can now use public funds toward private tuition, tutoring, and improved education expenses. That doesn't eliminate school quality concerns, but it does add flexibility. For relocating families, flexibility often means more housing options and less pressure to force everything into one zip code. That's leverage. Now let's zoom out because Houston is planning beyond the next quarter. This comes from Realty News Report written by Cynthia Les Khalid. Hopefully I said that right. Published February 2nd, 2026. The article outlines downtown Houston's top 20 initiatives for 2026 ahead of the World Cup. Some highlights: a cool and connected corridor on Texas Avenue, expanded shaded walkways and street level activity, retail activation at buildings like 910 Louisiana Street, formerly known as One Shell Plaza, a push for mixed income housing downtown. Downtown currently has about 11,000 residents, roughly one third of peer cities. These initiatives aim to change that, but not overnight, but intentionally. Infrastructure like this doesn't spike prices instantly. It supports demand over time, quietly and reliably. Two final data-backed signals before we wrap up. First, this comes from Houston.com reporting on an energy infrastructure firm selecting the Swift building in the Heights for its new Houston headquarters. Office decisions like this usually signal long-term commitment, not short-term leases. Second, this comes from the Houston Chronicle reported by Molly Willem regarding the Buffalo Bio Green Connector downtown scheduled to complete before the 2026 World Cup. The connector fills a major gap between downtown and the Heights Trail system. Green space plus connectivity has a long history of aging well. So, for families like the Mike and Stacy's of the world, based on real data and trusted local reporting, rental pressure eased, buyers focused on value, education options expanded, Houston kept investing forward. And that will do it for your Houston Pulse Market Minute. I'm Armando Espinosa. Join me back here on my channel daily for clear updates, trusted sources, and real estate explained without the headaches, y'all. See you on the next one.